Hey there, YouTube family. Today we have a very important topic, something near and dear to my heart because I myself am a military brat. So my dad did serve 27 years, retired. Very thankful for his service and thankful for all of your service. I know a lot of you that are watching are military personnel, whether you're active duty or retired, either way, and spouses, because that is a huge commitment as well. Either way, I'm forever grateful for your service to our nation. With that being said, I really wanted to touch base today why veterans love to purchase in Killeen. I'm seeing it more and more as a trend. People are of course purchasing here active duty, but some of them are choosing, a lot of them actually are choosing to stay here. I've had a lot of clients from other places choose to retire here, and so I love seeing this trend because again, it speaks to our community. It's not just about, you know, the transition here, you know, your duty station for a couple years. This is truly becoming a community and home. And so today I want to talk about why veterans love to purchase in our area, whether they're in Killeen, Copperas Cove, Harker Heights, Nolanville, Belton, the general Central Texas area. And so these points may be interesting to you, and we're going to save the best for last. So you want to make sure that you stay tuned to the very end. Make sure you comment down below if you have questions or concerns, and make sure you share this with somebody if they're looking for their perfect place to retire in. If you don't know who I am Brina Gordon, your favorite Central Texas realtor. My job is to ensure you have all the tools and resources that you need to make the best decision possible. So let's start breaking down why people are choosing to purchase in Killeen, retire in Killeen, as someone whose very own family chose to retire in the Killeen area. And let's break it down. All right, so we're going to start right off the top with number one, a strong military connection. Now, of course, it's like, well, duh, Brina, it's a military town. Yes, but you have to realize this is one of the largest military installations in the world. So it's not just a military town, it is a military economy. Everything, for the most part, has really been adapted to preserve and kind of accommodate our military personnel. So yes, we have a lot of other opportunities out here, a lot of different structures, but that military base is really what has created this town in the general Central Texas little hub right here. And again, I'm talking about Killeen, Belton, Cove, Harker Heights. That is the biggest hub. So a lot of things are built in place to support them. That's what has brought in a lot of other job opportunities here. And with this being so closely connected to the Austin area, it's really just a unique spot in regards to the opportunity that it presents. But I want to say strong military connection because of course those military families and personnel, whether they're active duty choosing to make that transition to retirement, or if they're already retired looking for a place to relocate to, that strong military connection and community, I believe, has been one of the pivotal pieces that also has brought people to this area or allowed people to choose to retire in this area. It's just so common. You're out and about, you know, we see like the military, the hats, the t-shirts, you know, when they decide to move over to the private sector, there's a lot of opportunity there for them as well. And then with their military background, they're able to translate that over into the private sector and, you know, usually be able to acquire some really unique positions. So I would definitely like to highlight the military connection. And so there's just, I think, a different mentality here that a lot of times they kind of like to be around that same mentality that they were in during their active duty career, because it's just easier for them to flow into it. Now, I have talked about this one many times on many videos, but it is still true. Affordability and housing options are always going to be one of the top key things that keep people here or bring people here, truthfully. Of course, with our veterans, you know, affordability is always a key topic because they've served their country. Now they want to be able to retire comfortably. And sometimes you can't do that in certain cities or certain areas that are just too expensive. And so I do believe that has been one of the next biggest things that have brought people here or kept people here is truly the affordability. I just had a client close about a month ago. We got them a gorgeous home for $250,000. Big contrast to where they were coming from upstate to what they were able to purchase and secure here for their family. So again, the Harker Heights, Nolanville, Copperas Cove, Belton, all these areas, you know, they have so many different housing options and opportunities. So it really gives people that ability to choose what they want. Now, of course, we have some high-end homes too. So by all means, if you're looking for, you know, $1 million home or $800,000 or $900,000, we can assist with that too. We have custom builds, we have everything. But we have affordability, and I think that's just a sweet spot right now, especially in our economy where we're at. People want to be able to live comfortably, and they can do that here in Killeen and the other cities as well. Let me always mention that. And of course, with affordability comes friendly retirement living. So with our area, there are so many resources for them to tap into. There's different facilities. There's, Fort Cavazos, Fort Hood. There's so much on there that they can still stay connected to with their military friends or colleagues or personnel. And so that family-friendly, military-friendly environment, I think, are definitely one of the key things as well. On top of, Texas does have some retirement pay, more so benefits for the military personnel as well, as far as their income. And so with our lower, I won't say the lowest because everywhere, livelihood, cost of living has gone up. But I will say, I do think our cost of living is still much more affordable, in addition to the cost of homes and some of the other benefits that we're able to tap into. And so I'll also stay tuned because the biggest one is at the end. I think that has really just made a huge difference, on top of, they're able to get an affordable home, stay connected to their colleagues, use these resources that are still implemented in our community, because again, it is founded on our military installation and the personnel. And so again, I really think that highlights too why people are choosing to retire here, relocate here, or stay here. Same thing for active duty as well. Our active duty veterans as well, there's so many that are choosing to actually make that investment and purchase here, because a lot of them are actually choosing to stay here as well. So active duty, same thing.
Hey, if you're thinking of relocating to the Fort Cavazos area, I have just the thing for you. My team and I have actually taken the time to create the ultimate relocation guide, which is meant to save you hours of research. And I have it linked right down below. The best part is there's no obligation to this, and it's going to come with everything from the top employers to the best schools and a boatload of other information, everything that you need to make the best decision. Again, no obligation. So make sure you click the link below. It also will be pinned, and I hope that it helps.
Now, here's one that is also near and dear to my heart, because my own family has utilized this and truly saved their lives, and I'm forever grateful. Now, I know you can Google and whatever and see some different reviews, but I'm gonna have to say the healthcare system. Yes, I know, again, you can hear some people that maybe not have the greatest experience, but I can say facilities, hospitals here have saved my parents' lives. So that's going to be a key for me, is that you do have Carl Darnell Army Medical Center. That is the newest hospital on base. There is another one that was older than they built, the Darnell Medical Center. And then in Temple, you have your VA clinics as well, and VA hospital. So right here in a 30-mile radius, you have two major components that serve the military personnel and family. And I think that is extremely important, because you know that you're going to get a quality of care. If there's any issues, you're a short drive from San Antonio to their medical hospitals, which are top notch. You're a short drive to Austin if they need to get you to some sort of specialist. So I'm going to say the healthcare system and access to it has definitely got to be one of the key components when a lot of people are considering the retirement or staying. You want to make sure that you're able to utilize those VA benefits, and that being your healthcare system for yourself and your family. And I know that's played a pivotal role in my parents' decision to stay here and truly more than likely save their lives as well. That's going to tie us over into community. So, we've kind of touched on this on a few other pieces too, but community is definitely a huge thing. With us being such a diverse area and so much history, I do believe that's really kind of created this melting pot, but it's also created an experience for people that are relocating here or staying here. Again, they know the military personnel, people know the lingo, you can kind of say things and people know what you're talking about, because a lot of people here have some sort of connection to the military, just like myself. My parents retired, I stayed here, but when I'm talking to my clients, I can still relate to them because that's what I grew up with. That's the environment that I am most familiar with and most comfortable with. And so a lot of times the lingo, just the general atmosphere is still kind of reflective of our military being so close to us. And so again, our community environment is reflective of that. So things that we celebrate here, of course, any sort of veteran holiday, memorial, it's a little bit more important of a harder touch point here, because we have those people that serve so close in our community. So community and lifestyle, I think, are going to be some of the top call outs. However, I did save the apps. I won't say the absolute best, because all these can be important. It just depends on what's important to you. But I'm going to say one of the top things for our veteran clients that are 100% disabled is going to be full property tax exemption.
All right, now for the question of the day. What is the first thing you look for in a new city? Is it a coffee shop or your favorite store? I really want to know, so make sure you comment down below, or better yet, shoot me a text, email, or even give me a call. All my information is going to pop up here on the screen. So again, what is the first thing you look for in a new city?
Now, when I'm telling you this can save you hundreds of dollars a month and thousands of dollars a year, now you multiply that times a 30-year mortgage, you win all across the board. And that is a huge thing that I know that's brought a lot of people here and kept people here, is just being able to save that amount of money every month. One, it boosts their purchasing power. So the home that they were really hoping for, a lot of times that extra little oomph right there, it allows them to get it comfortably without hopefully, being stressing about it or something like that. So it changes their purchasing power. It's an exemption. So again, it just allows them to take advantage of that rightful benefit because they 100% earned it. And so it just allows them to live more comfortably, which ties back into some of those other points that we made. So affordability, cost of living, being able to purchase a home with full property tax exemption for 100% veterans. Now, if you're not 100%, there are still some property tax exemptions, but it does go at different levels. But if you are 100%, then you get that full property tax exemption. And so that's just something that is very, very hard to beat in that affordability range when purchasing a home, when you're considering that future. Other states have their own laws about it, but here in Texas, that is something that we do honor. And then again, when you have that home that's already, more affordable for you, and you don't have to pay property taxes, now you actually get to visit the family, take a vacation or something like that. So I think that has been one of the top things too that have kept people here, because they're able to utilize all of these benefits and really have a impactful life and enjoy their life with their family. So they get to stay connected to their military personnel, their colleagues, friends. They get to enjoy our local atmosphere in regards to how it's already catered towards our military personnel and their family. They get to take advantage of the 100% tax exemption for those 100% disabled veterans. And so again, it just kind of creates this win-win. And then you're centrally located. You're 2.5 hours from San Antonio, 1 hour from Austin, 2 hours from Dallas, or the DFW area in general. And so again, if you want to get to something very quickly, you can, but of course you can also just enjoy your Central Texas area. And we're continuing to develop and grow, and I know just over the next few years it's going to continue to explode with growth, especially as our little bridge between Austin and Killeen start to close up. I do think we're going to see quite a bit of expansion and new job opportunities also coming up.
Hey guys, as much as I love making these videos, there's one thing that I absolutely love more, and that's helping families from all over the US make the move here to the Fort Cavazos and surrounding area. I've helped countless families move here, so whether you're coming out next week, next month, or even next year, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. My contact information is going to be right here down below in case you missed the pop-up screen. And I look forward to helping you and your family move to our beautiful area.
So whether you're looking to purchase your first time home after service, invest in real estate, or retire in the community, I think Killeen and the surrounding cities are such a great option, and I would be honored to present these options to you. And again, for all military personnel and their spouses that are watching this, I am so grateful for your service and your dedication to our country. I am Brina Gordon, your favorite Central Texas realtor. Make sure you comment down below if you have questions, or all my information will be in the description box below if you'd like to reach out to me personally, and let's get you started on your home search.